Good morning students, a very hearty welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. In today's lecture we are going to discuss check constraint and we will also try to understand how we can create a table using all the constraints. Let's move on to today's class. So a check constraint is basically a kind of a condition which we apply on a table on it could be either on the entire table, that is on more than one fields, or on a single field. So that particular tuple should follow that should satisfy the condition which has been specified under the check constraint, and then only the data can be accepted within the table. Like in the previous lecture, I had already explained to you in the beginning that this is to restrict the data entry operator to enter correct data as much as possible. And also it helps in keeping the data entry operator alert of the mistakes he is doing so that he could enter only the correct data. It limits the values that a column can hold in a relation. The predicate in check constraint can hold a subquery. So basically it is to restrict the user to enter only the type of data which is acceptable in the table. Check constraint defined on an attribute restricts the range of values for that attribute. If the value being added to an attribute of a tuple violates the check constraint, it automatically evaluates to false, and hence that data is not saved in the table. So if you are trying to run an insert query with the wrong type of data for that particular column on which the check constraint has been applied, then that whole tuple is rejected. Check constraint is generally specified with the create table command in SQL. But one thing is to be kept in mind that MySQL usually ignores the check constraints and accepts any type of data. For example, you can see the example here, create table pets. So you can see the different fields here: ID, name, breed, age, and gender. And a check constraint has been applied on the gender field, as you can see over here. Gender in male, female, unknown. So this is a check constraint, that is user can enter either of the three values, male, female, or unknown, only for the field gender. Constraint. Now some more examples we will be doing. Like a constraint has been given to us for a student table. Only students with age greater than equal to 17 can enroll themselves in a university. How can we do this? So let's take the example, create table student, where we provide roll number, S name, which is varchar, and suppose age has been provided, and we are providing a check constraint over here, age. And let us first see what is the constraint. Only students with age greater than equal to 17 can enroll. So age should be greater than equal to 17. So this is the check constraint which we have applied on the field age in the table students. So let us see, create table student. Here they have taken student ID, age int, and this is the check constraint which has been applied. Now they have taken student ID, I have taken roll number, so that doesn't really matter. What we needed to check was the check constraint, whether it was applied properly or not. Now we have the student relation here, and you can see the four columns: student ID, name, age and gender. Next is the default constraint. Now what is the default constraint? So we'll move on to the next, that is the default constraint. Now this constraint is used to provide a default value to a column. So if we have provided a default value, then what happens is before inserting, even if the user skips the value for that particular column, MySQL will automatically insert the default value. Like we can see the example here where you can see int age int default 10, that is the default value provided to age is 10. That is, if the user doesn't enter any value for age, then its default value should be accepted and stored in the table. Same way, gender default male. So here also a default value is provided. So it is handy many a times when we have to enter the same type of data, or one data is common in most of the tuples for that particular column. We usually use the default constraint. Now there are some exercises through which all these constraints will become very clear. Question number 1. You have just started a new company. It is time to hire some employees. You will need to create a table that will contain the following information about your employees: first name, last name, title, age and salary. So we can just figure out what the data types could be in the beginning. So we have first name, last name, title, age and salary. So first name, last name, title, age and salary. Talking about first name, it can be varchar. Usually first name is the name of a person. Last name is a surname of a person. It can also be considered as varchar. Title is usually of this type: Miss, Mr., Doctor, Mrs. and so on. So for this also, this we can take char as the data type. Age we can take tiny int, and salary of course we can take it in decimals. So I'm going to take it as decimal and 7 comma 2, where 5 digits would be the scale, that is before the decimal point, and 2 places after the decimal. So more or less we have decided the data types for all the fields. Now let us see what constraints we are going to apply on these fields. So here firstly, this is we don't have any constraint specified, so simply we would be creating the uh, create clause, create table clause in the following way. What I am going to do is I am simply going to just open Notepad and keep it alongside SQL. So this is my SQL. I'm not going to type anything directly in SQL. The reason being, this notepad file could be saved. I can save it somewhere. So I'm going to first save it, and I'm going to save it with the name SQL commands. So this way, this file always is available to me, or if you want to do it in a different way, you can also use MySQL Workbench and you can save the file over there. So now the commands are: so I'm going to write the create table command, create table, and we'll write employee, first name varchar, last name varchar, title we can give char, and usually it can take up to 4 letters, so I have taken it like that. Age tiny int, and salary I have taken as decimal 7,2. Now I will be selecting this entire query, coming back to SQL, and just paste it here and run it. Okay, so I'm getting an error that is no database selected, so I forgot to use the database, so I'm using use SchoolDB, the one which we had created, and here I'm going to paste this table. So when I get this message query okay, it means that my table has been created. I can check the table using DESC. Okay, so the name is employees and this is the table, and here you can see that it is a simple table with no null attribute or no specific constraints added. Next is, there is a table which we need to create, which contains the following fields: genre ID, genre name, rating. So the name of this table could be genre. Genre is the category related to either movies or novels or videos or drama. So over here we can just name this table as genre. The constraints to be added are: rating should be at least 1. We cannot have 0 or -1 or -2. Genre ID should be a primary key and genre name should be not null. So let us try to apply these things to the table. Now our next question is, we have a um, query here. We have to add a constraint on the age field such that only those persons' records can be added whose age is at least 17 years. So how can we do this? Let's check it out over here. So we have to apply the constraint on this field, that is age. So, and that is age should be at least 17 years. So we will just be writing on the age field age int. We can add check constraint over here also, that is age greater than equal to 17 this way also, or age int has been specified once and then we provide the check constraint separately. So this way also we can write the this way also, in both ways we can specify the check constraint. Next is applying multiple constraints. Apply a check constraint on the table persons such that the age is at least 18 years and city is always Sandis. So here I am not going to create the entire table, only we will see the last one, that is age and city. So suppose the table is create table persons and it already has some arbitrary fields over here which I am not going into the details. So I only need to concentrate on age and city. So age tiny int, so I have provided it like this, and city varchar check age, it's at least 18 years, so greater than equal to 18, and city is equal to Sandus. So this is how I can provide multiple constraints. That is, this is the first constraint, this is the second constraint, and we can also apply, we can also name a constraint. So for that I just need to add this constraint keyword along with a user defined value, that is check, which is a user defined identifier for the constraint, that is a name given to the constraint, chk underscore person, followed by the entire constraint being specified through the check clause. So students, we end the class here today. We have learned about how to apply various types of constraints on a table. In the next class, we will learn how to insert the data into the table. So please practice all the different types of constraints which can be applied on the table and try to solve many questions of this type. Thank you.